Very nice. His name is Jamie N. Commons here in the Bloodworks live studios. Thank you so much for being here today. Your second trip here into the studio.
It is.
I was looking into our archives and I didn't find it, so
well, there we go.
I didn't look that hard. Apparently, my apologies. So I have to remove half my questions here. Happy to have you here in the studio tonight. You're performing at the Wonder Ballroom. You're with Jacob Banks.
Yes, Mr. Jacob Banks.
What an amazing lineup! Jamie N. Commons, Jacob Banks. Have you guys done anything together yet? Or
no, I've been watching him from afar.
It's amazing, isn't it?
A few years now, yeah. Yeah, he's just got such a good voice, so it's gonna be really fun playing with him every night. You know, trying to get up to that standard.
Yeah. Is tonight actually the start of the tour?
It is. This is the first of a month-long tour, which takes us up and down the West Coast and then along the South, ending up in Nashville, which I'm very excited about as well.
Yeah. Let's talk about, so we mentioned Jacob's voice. Let's talk about your voice. You're from Bristol, England originally, but you spent some time in Chicago.
Yes, when I was 7 or 8, we moved over for about 5 years. So, yeah, I feel I've got if not one for either side of the Atlantic, a toe, maybe.
Sure.
On the American side.
Was it long enough for you to develop a decent American accent? Can you drop it pretty quick?
Well, actually, it's easier to do the southern one for some reason, but that's like all from like Walking Dead or what I mean, like Laurie, Carl.
Right. Oh,
or no, I do a good Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
What does I always say? Oh yeah. Do you ever notice about Bruce Springsteen is he talks like he's from the South, even though he's famously from New Jersey.
From New Jersey, yeah.
It's like, I'm from Fremont, New Jersey. It's like, are you? Are you? But yeah. Anyway, yeah.
And you're from Bristol and Chicago, and you nail it. So
yeah, and I definitely sing in this accent. So.
Well, I was just say that the song we just heard very much felt rooted in America's South.
100%. Yeah. We're playing New Orleans on this trip, actually, and I've never been to New Orleans. So, and on that song, I tried to get Dr. John on it, but we ended up getting this guy who he plays for Bob Dylan and a few other people called John Cleary, who's an English guy that went to New Orleans when I was about 17, just specifically because he loved New Orleans piano. Yeah. So, yeah, if you listen to that record, it's just him soloing pretty much the whole way through, which Jeff did a very, very possible.
Oh yeah, no, that's for Jeff.
Mr. Jeff lived from a long piece over here.
So do you, having grown up a bit in England and then spending some time in the United States, where would your musical influences come from? Is it very similar from both places?
Yeah, I think so. But my main love is, I guess, a blues from the older the better, really. I think there's something really magical about some of those records that were not really meant to ever be recorded, you know. So they're kind of written in a kind of strange way, and they sound strange because of the recording, and also just, you know, they were just completely, they were just captured, and they weren't, you know, meant to be records in a way. So there's something almost, you know, mythical about them that they exist.
Yeah, certainly. Now we've established music. Let's talk about your preference in terms of food. You got the English food, you got the American food. Where does your heart take you?
I like both, but specifically in Portland, that little food square you've got.
Oh yeah,
it's phenomenal. And where did we go last night? That was really good.
Peacock Thai.
Yes,
Peacock Thai.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
I haven't even heard of that one. Have you guys heard of that one? No. All right.
It's pretty close. I think it's like somewhere over there.
Over there. Yeah, some.
Yeah. Like,
okay. Yeah. All right.
That way.
I think you actually mean over there.
Northwest.
Actually, over there. Something like that. You've been putting out music for some time, but you have yet to put out a full length album, which I hear will be coming out this year.
Yes. I've been mainly working in TV and film and advertising and that kind of stuff the last few years. So this new project, which is the Jamie Commons and the Fever Dreams, is a slightly different kind of genre thing, using, you know, synthesizers and almost referencing like a Steve Winwood and Peter Gabriel and that kind of side of, you know, because those guys had great soul voices, but it's like a different kind of backing to it. So that's we're going to do a single a month, and there's going to be acoustic versions of every song. And So it's, so it's going to tie into the older blues stuff as well with everything.
I'm glad you said Peter Gabriel, because Kimberly actually shared your song with me a couple of months. It's been a while. It was in the late summer, and I heard it, and the first thing that came to mind is just like the Peter Gabrielness of it just gave me tingles.
Well, then I've done my job.
You've nailed it.
This is brilliant.
So thanks again for coming here to the Bloodworks live studio. Let's have some more music from Jamie N. Commons.